Good morning, good morning. Can you hear me? I believe you can hear me. Good morning. Good morning. If you can hear me, I would like to see your comments. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing today? And how has been trading? Today is Wednesday, right? How has been trading? Hope it's been profitable. I would like to see your comments. If you can hear me, please confirm the sound is okay. Confirm the sound is okay. You can hear me loud and clear. Can you hear me loud and clear? Please, I want to see your comments. I want to see your comments. Can you hear me loud and clear? I want to see your comments. I want to see your comments. How much have you made this week? How much have you made this week? If there's any pair you want us to analyze together, please drop it in the comment section. If there's any you're considering trading and you would like to get my opinion on that pair, please drop it in the comment section. Let's look at the chart together. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I want to see your comments. If you can hear me, I want to see your comments. Okay, sound is okay. Thank you, Mr. Peps. Thank you, Mr. Peps. All right, sound is very okay, right? So please let me know which pair do you want us to look at. Which pair are you considering trading? Let me know in the comment section. Which pair are you considering trading today? Okay, let me know in the comment section. My bias for the week on GbpUsd, like I shared with you guys during the weekend on session we had, I told you my bias on GU is bullish, and I took a trade on GU. Since on Monday I took a trade and I made good profit on GU. I bought GU from this point and it's currently I've made over 70 pips on GU. I've closed 70% of my profit on GU. I have closed 70% of my profit on GU. Okay, and I'm still bullish on GU. I am still very bullish on GU. So let's start with the daily time frame. Let's start with the daily time frame. As a day trader, you start with the daily time frame. You need to know the trend for the day. That is why you have to start with the daily time frame. How yesterday candle closed will determine the trend for today. So you can see yesterday candle closed as, is this a doji or an AMA? Okay, this is closed as an AMA. Okay, see what we had here. Yeah, this is an AMA on the daily time frame. Yesterday candle closed as an AMA. Now, after the formation of this bullish candle, this was Monday candle. You can see Monday candle closed strongly bullish. So after the formation of this bullish candle, if you go down to 4 hour or 1 hour, I'm sure a fair value gap was created, and yesterday price had to pull back. You can see the fair value gap that was created after the formation of that bullish candle that formed on Monday. You can see a fair value gap was created. This is 4 hour time frame. Let's go down to 1 hour and 15 minutes. Okay, so the pullback we saw on that was yesterday was to fill the fair value gap that was created. So you can see the fair value gap that was created on, this is the fair value gap that was created on 1 hour time frame. Can you see this fair value gap? So the pullback we saw in the markets yesterday was to fill that fair value gap. Okay, let's go down to 15 minutes. Probably there was a fair value gap was created. Okay, on 15 minutes, this is still 1 hour. There's still a fair value gap here. A fair value gap was created. on 1 hour. You can see this is a fair value gap on 1 hour time frame. But let's go down to 15 minutes. Let's go down to 15 minutes. Probably there is a fair value gap below the fair value gap on 1 hour time frame, and that could be the reason price broke out from the fair value gap on 1 hour time frame. Let's see. So on 15 minutes, okay, so this is the fair value gap on 15 minutes. So this could be the reason price had to pull back yesterday. And after that price, after the fair value gap got filled, what happened? You can see. After the fair value gap got filled, you can see price went up. You can see. So though price broke out from reason for this breakout, there is from this fair value gaps we identified on 1 hour. There is a reason. If you go down to lower time frame, maybe 5 minutes and 1 hour, 5 minutes, 1 minute time frame, it's possible there's still a fair value gap below this fair value gaps we identified on 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes. That is the reason price had to break out from this fair value gaps we identified on the higher time frame. If you go down to lower time frame, I'm sure we will still be able to identify fair value gaps. It could also be that you would agree with me that this is a ranging market. Can you see this? At this point, price went into a range. Can you see this? So a lot of traders were accumulating orders at this point in the ranging market. Orders have been accumulated, right? So a lot of traders that have executed buy, you can see we have several bullish reversal pattern, right? We have several bullish reversal pattern. Can you all see my chart? Can you see my chart? Can you see my chart? Can you see my chart? Any issues with the chart? Let me know. Okay. I get you now. Okay. So, but I had to just reduce, the size so that I can go back so that you can see. Okay, don't worry. I'll zoom it. Okay, so a lot of traders would have executed trade because you have several reversal pattern here. You had AMA here. This is an AMA. This is an AMA. So a lot of people would have executed trade. This is what's it called? Expanding bottom. So a lot of people would have executed trade. And where would they have their stop loss? Where would they have their stop loss? Their stop loss will be at these lows, and that could also be the reason why price had to break out from the fair value gaps on 15 minutes and 1 hour time frame. That could be the reason for the breakout. You can see that. So that is it for GbpUsd. My bias for GbpUsd is still bullish. A major news was released for GBP this morning. CPI was released for GBP and it was positive for Great Britain pounds. It was positive for Great Britain pounds. So technically, GbpUsd is bullish, and fundamentally also, since the news favored GBP, then we should expect more bullish move on GbpUsd. So what we are seeing in the markets right now could just be a retracement. It could be a retracement. I wouldn't suggest that you start buying from the current market price. If you want to buy GbpUsd today, this is my advice. If you want to buy GbpUsd today, wait for price to pull back. You could make use of the Fibonacci tool, apply it. This is the most recent swing low, and this is the most recent swing high. Wait for price to pull back to discounts before you buy. Discount is below level 50. Don't be in a hurry to buy. Wait patiently for price to pull back. You can see below level 50 we have a fair value gap. Below level 50, please permit me to delete all these lines. Okay, below level 50, so this is the most recent swing low and swing high. Okay, so you should wait for price to pull back to a discount area which is below level 50. Now below level 50, you should also identify a fair value gap below level 50. So let's go down to 15 minutes. Let's see, 15 minutes. Let's identify fair value gap that is below level 50. So this is where you should consider buying GbpUsd. That's take. Okay, that's my take. Wait for price to pull to this fair value gap. Okay, this fair value gap or this fair value gap. We have two fair value gaps below level 50. So you should wait for price to pull back to that fair value gap before you buy. That is my take on GbpUsd. Okay, GbpUsd, that's my take on GbpUsd. My plan, the pair that I'm looking at today is GbpJpy. That is the I'm considering trading today. I'm considering selling GbpJpy, and I'm going to share my reasons for wanting to sell GbpJpy today. I'll share with you guys. Okay, I'm going to share with you guys why I'm considering selling GbpJpy. GbpJpy is set, but there's something I'm looking out for. I've not seen it. That is what I'm waiting for. Okay, so that is it for GbpUsd. I hope that is clear. Any question on GbpUsd before I move to the next pair? Any question on GbpUsd? Let me know. You have any question on GbpUsd? Let me know. Okay, let's move to the next pair. EurUsd. I also made good profit on EurUsd. I sold EurUsd. That was on Monday. I think that it traded on Monday. I sold from this point, and I made over 120 pips on EurUsd. The market went in my direction, and I was in profit of 80 to 90 pips. I closed 70% of my profit. I closed 70% of my profit, and I still have 30% running. It's still running. This is my target. You can see I identified my target. This is where I'm aiming for. I expect EurUsd to come and clear liquidity risk at these lows and this lows. It's likely going to come clear all the liquidity residing at this previous low, but my target is this first relative equal low. That's my target. So once the market hits this level, I'm going to close the trade on Euro Australian dollar. My bias on Euro Australian dollar is still bearish. I shared that. I shared this during the weekend session we had. Okay, that I'm selling EurUsd. My bias for the week for EurUsd is bearish, and this is my target. I shared everything. Why did I execute a sell trade here? Simple. This is Angie Man. This is an Angie Man that formed after liquidity residing at this previous highs. You can see after the liquidity residing at this previous high got cleared. What formed here? What was the pattern here? Angie Man, a bearish Angie Man, which indicates change in trend from bullish to bearish. That's the reason I took that trade. Okay, so that is it for Euro Australian dollar. If there's any pair you want us to look at, please let me know in the comment section. Okay, Australian dollar USD. My bias for Australian dollar USD is still bullish. My weekly bias is still bullish. Okay, but buying Australian dollar USD at the current market price is at a very high risk. I would suggest you wait for price to come and fill this fair value gap here. Wait for price to come fill this fair value gap before you buy. That's my take. This fair value gap. Wait for price to come and fill it before you buy Australian dollar USD. You can see price is retracing at the moment. Okay, price is retracing at the moment, and it's likely going to come through this fair value gap. Okay, let's go down to 1 hour. Okay, so on 1 hour we have a fair value gap here. This is now there are a lot of fair value gaps on 1 hour time frame. Okay, there are a lot of fair value gaps on 1 hour time frame. Okay, so the pattern that forms in any of these fair value gaps after these gaps get filled is what will determine when you should buy, when you should go in. Okay, the pattern that forms, so you should be looking out for a bullish reversal pattern after these fair value gaps get filled. That is when you would consider buying. Okay, you have several fair value gaps at a discount area. Okay, if you apply your Fibonacci from this swing low to this swing high, you can see we have several fair value gaps at the discount. Okay, so at what point or at what level or which of these fair value gaps would you use for entry? You can use the fair value gaps. What matters most is the candlestick pattern that forms after the fair value gap gets filled. That is what is That is what you should look out for. If a bullish reversal pattern forms in any of these fair value gaps, you can buy. If it forms after price fair value gap, wait for a bullish reversal pattern to form before you buy. I hope that is clear. Just wait for a bullish reversal pattern to form before you buy. So that is it for Australian dollar USD. Okay, USDJPY should be bearish. My bias for USDJPY is bearish. Okay, I expected this bullish move, this move that I explained out, because it has to pull back to fill these fair value gaps. Okay, my bias for USDJPY is bearish. It is bearish. There is no major news for the dollar today. Okay, there's no major news for the dollar today. So let's start with the daily time frame. How did yesterday candle closed? Strong. This is a doji. After a spinning bottom, a doji. This is a buy setup. So don't be surprised that USDJPY is buying at the moment. It gave us the signal yesterday. It gave us a signal yesterday that it's going to buy. So you should not be surprised that it's buying right now. You shouldn't be surprised. Okay, so after the formation of this pattern that looks like an engulfing pattern, also take note of this on the daily time frame. There is still a fair value gap above here that has not been filled. They could also push price up to fill this fair value gap. Okay, so just be aware there is a fair value gap above here that might be filled before it goes bearish. Okay, now after the formation of this pattern that looks like an engulfing pattern, let's go down to 4 hour. What do we do on 4 hour? So you can see on 4 hour we had a fair value gap here after the formation of that engulfing pattern. You can see a fair value gap was created here and price has entered into that gap. Now you can see. So after this gap gets filled, if this gap gets filled and a bearish reversal pattern forms after this gap gets filled, that will be the right time to sell USDJPY. Are you with me? That will be the right time to sell USDJPY. If after this gap gets filled, a bearish reversal pattern forms on 4 hour or 1 hour time frame, and there is a shift in market structure on 15 minutes time frame, that will be the right time to pull the trigger. That will be the right time to pull the trigger. Okay, that will be the right time to pull the trigger. Wait for a bearish reversal pattern to form after this gap gets filled before you sell. I hope that is clear. That is my take on USDJPY. And if you are selling USDJPY, you can see it has created a fair value gap. Can you see the fair value gap that was created here? The buy side fair value gap. Can you see it? That's created a fair value gap here. If you are selling from this point, you can target your TP. You could set your TP at this fair value gap. Okay, you should set your TP at this fair value gap if you are selling. That is my plan for USDJPY. All I'm waiting for now is for a bearish reversal pattern to form on 4 hour time frame or 1 hour time frame, and I will sell USDJPY, and this will be my target on USDJPY. The risk reward must be more than 1:1.5. I think I'll go for 1:2 or 1:3. Okay, so that is my take on USDJPY. Patiently wait for a bearish reversal pattern to form. I hope that's clear, Mr. Peps. If you have any question, any pair you want us to analyze, please drop it in the comment section. If there's any pair you want us to analyze, drop it in the comment section. If it's your first time joining the live stream, please give the stream a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel so that anytime I come online, you get notified by YouTube. Okay. Other question? Any other question? Okay. Like I said, I'm going to share my plan for what's it called, GbpJpy. Okay. Same thing with USDJPY. Both are positively correlated. Okay. If you go to GJ, the pattern we're seeing on USDJPY is likely going to be what we would see on GbpJpy. Similar pattern. Let's go to GbpJpy so you can see similar pattern. This is 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, fair value gap was created here. You can see price has filled that fair value gap, and you can see the patterns forming right now, trying to form a shooting star candle. But we have to wait for this candle to close. This candle will close by 1 p.m. Nigerian time, and I think that by 1 p.m. the pattern we'll have here will be a bearish reversal pattern. That is when I'm going to pull the trigger on USD on GbpJpy. So let's go down to 1 hour. Let's see 1 hour. Okay, so the pattern on 1 hour is not a valid bearish reversal pattern. Not a valid bearish reversal pattern. Let's see 15 minutes. Let's see 15 minutes. Okay, so you can see on 15 minutes what we have here. This is a bearish reversal pattern on 15 minutes. 15 minutes is set for sell. It is set for sell, but like I said, there has to be a shift in market structure on 15 minutes. There has to be a shift in market structure on 15 minutes before you sell. But as it is right now, you can see liquidity has been cleared here. As it is right now, the shift structure on 15 minutes is going to occur at this low. I think this is the most recent swing low, the most recent higher low. This is it. So price needs to break this low before you sell. Now, if you wait for price to close below this higher low, the risk on this trade will be too high. Okay, this is about 150 pips. The risk on the trade would be too high. Okay, so I wouldn't wait for price to get to that level before I sell. Okay, so I'm going to work with 5 minutes higher low. Okay, 1 minute higher low. That is what I would be working with. So let's go to 5 minutes. Okay, on 5 minutes, I think the most recent swing low on 5 minutes higher low will be this. This is the most recent. Okay, so I'll wait for price to close below this low, but let me go to 1 minute first. It's very important that you catch the trend at its early phase. Okay, so on 1 hour, on 1 minute, shift in market structure has occurred here. Shift in market structure has occurred on 1 minute time frame, and price has already pulled back. A fair value gap was created here. So if we go by 15 minutes, 5 minutes, and 1 minute time frame, a fair value gap was created here. Price has pulled back to fill that fair value gap. You can see price has already filled that fair value gap. So 1 minute is set, 15 minutes is set, 5 minutes is set. But I want to wait for 4-hour candle to close. If the 4-hour candle closes below this fair value gap that has been filled, that is when I would sell. That is when I'm going to pull the trigger. That is when I would execute the trade. Okay, I'm waiting for 4-hour, okay, to close below this area. And if I'm selling, let's assume 4-hour candle closes at this price. My stop loss, okay, this is 40 pips. Okay, my stop loss would be, I will set it 30 pips above the high of this candle. 30 pips above the high of this candle. So the stop loss will be about 70 to 80 pips. Okay, 70 to 80 pips. Okay, then immediately price breaks this 15 minutes higher low. Immediately price breaks this 15 minutes higher low, my stop loss will be adjusted to this high. Are you with me? My stop loss will be adjusted to this high, but initially my stop loss will be several pips, 30 pips above this level. But immediately price gets to this level, hits this target, my stop loss will be adjusted to this low. So the risk on the trade will now reduce to 40 pips. 40 pips. So that's my take on GJ. I think this is the only pair I would be trading today. GJ is the pair I would be trading today. GJ is the only pair I would be trading today. Any question? Any question? Is there any other pair you want us to look at? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. Okay, let's look at gold. Let's look at gold. Let's look at gold. Good. Okay, so let's start with the daily time frame, or let's start with the weekly time frame. Let's start with the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, gold created a fair value gap on this weekly time frame. So it's possible gold wants to come and fill this fair value gap. Okay, that is it on the weekly time frame. Let's go down to daily time frame. What's happening on the daily time frame? Okay, so also on the daily time frame, a fair value gap was created here. You can see a fair value gap was created here. We had a support here. Support was broken, became a resistance. If you go back here also, we had a support too at this point, and I think this support is what is holding price at the moment. Okay, this support, resistance, support, strong resistance, I think this is what is holding price at the moment. This is what is holding price at the moment. Okay, so far today, gold has been bearish. Gold has been bearish, so it's likely gold might pull back, fill this fair value gap before going bullish. Okay, so what's my bias on gold? My bias on gold is still bullish at the moment. Okay, my bias on gold is still bullish at the moment. It is still bullish at the moment. Gold is likely going to come and fill the fair value gap we identified on the weekly time frame before going bearish. That's my bias for gold. Gold is still bullish. It is still bullish, but buying gold at the current market price is at a very high risk. As you can see, this is where the price of gold started going up. You can see this is where the price of gold started going up. So it will not make sense for you to buy when it has done over 730 pips, over close to 800 pips. It wouldn't make sense for you to buy from the current market price. The risk could be too much. So you should wait for price to pull back before you buy. Wait for price to pull back before you buy. Okay, so let's go down to 4 hour. Patience, don't be in a rush. Patience pays in this business. If you're in a rush, you would crash, you would blow your account. You blow your account. Impatience is the major reason, it's one of the reasons most traders blow their accounts. Impatience. Wait for the right time, wait for the right setup before you execute the trade. Wait for the right setup. I told you guys, if a trade has gone in your direction 50 to 60 pips, don't execute the trade. Wait for the trade to pull back before you execute the trade. Once the trade has gone in your direction 50, 60 pips, if you had missed the move, wait for price to pull back. Don't jump in because of FOMO. Don't jump in because of FOMO. Wait for price to pull back. So on 4 hour, so it's likely going to come back here to fill this fair value gap. Okay, before going bullish. So it's likely going to come back here to fill this fair value gap before going bullish. Now you can take the risk if you are comfortable with the risk involved in selling. Okay, you can take the risks. Since we expect price to drop to this zone, this is about 400 and something pips. Okay, so if you are taking this trade, the risk here, your stop loss has to be above this level. So your stop loss will be about 200 pips, and your TP is about 400 pips. So if you are okay with the risk, you want to trade the pullback, you want to trade against the trend, then you can go ahead and execute the trade. You can go ahead and execute the trade. But personally, patiently wait for price to pull back to this area. I don't want to counter trend. I don't want to trade against the trend. I want to ride with the trend. Okay, I want to ride with the trend. So it's either price pulls back to this fair value gap before going bullish, or you buy after price feels breaks out from this resistance. Okay, so those are the two areas you should consider buying gold. Okay, because the price will pull back and fill this fair value gap is a probability, it's not guaranteed. It's a probability. Price can just start to keep moving up, keep going up from the current market price and not even come back to test to fill this fair value gap. It is very, very possible. So if price breaks out from this resistance, you might consider buying gold. I hope that is clear. Gold now gold. This gold also don't blow many people accounts. The truth is that a lot of people don't understand gold. A lot of people just trade gold because it's very volatile. You can make quick money on gold, but at the same time, you can also blow your money on gold. It takes a lot of experience to trade gold. I laugh when I see newbies interested in trading gold. Gold will teach you a lot of lessons. Gold is for those that have lion hearts, those that are willing to take high risk. As a beginner, your psychology cannot handle the volatility nature of gold. It can't. Don't trade gold. Focus on currency pairs. Okay? When you've become consistently profitable, then you can consider trading gold. Then you have funds that you want to risk. Okay? Focus on currency pairs if you are new traders. If you are new to trading, focus on currency pairs. So I think that will be all for today's session. If there are no questions, that will be all for today's session. Any question? If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. You're welcome, Mrs. Fumi. You're welcome. You're welcome. Any question? Any question, let me know. Do you have any question? Let me know. I'm waiting for your questions. If you have any, I'm waiting for your questions. I'm waiting for your questions. Any question, I'm waiting. So if there are no questions, let's go make some money. I've given you this up for the days, okay? For the day, I'm going to sell GJ. GJ should pay me today. GJ should pay today. GJ should pay today. All right, I think there are no questions. I want to appreciate you for your participation. I want to believe you got value from the live stream. If this is your first time, please to the channel and please give the stream a thumbs up, give the video a thumbs up. Okay, thank you very much. Tomorrow is Thursday. A major news will be released tomorrow for the dollar, and also Friday a major news will be released for the dollar. So I'll most likely be on tomorrow. Okay, I'll most likely be on tomorrow. So I'll see you in the session we'll be having tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow could be by 2. I think the news will be released by 2:33. So it's likely we'll be meeting by 2:30 tomorrow. The link will be dropped in the WhatsApp group or Telegram group. Okay, thank you very much. I wish you all a profitable trading day. Bye for now.